If you've been using AI tools, you'll know that Bolt and Lovable are two of the most popular for vibe coding different websites, and you'll also know that they generally have the same aesthetics and they will generate very similar looking websites. And today I'm going to show you a brand new tool that can create websites and actually make them look good, make them look like they weren't just AI coded. Today's tool is called Orchids, and I'll have a link in the description below as always. They have just the standard prompt box here. They also have this little clone button so we can like one click clone a website, and it works really well. I will show you that towards the end of the video, but for now, I want to do just like a raw comparison between this tool, Lovable and Bolt, and you guys can be the judges on which one works best. So we have this big prompt here that basically just says all the things I want. What I basically told it to do is I want to make the Franklin A website, and I want to make just the homepage, and I want to make it look better. So I said, hey, I want to have all this stuff in the header where there is links for these things here. There's a search, a dark mode, a spot for the user to click when they're logged in so they can access settings, profile, all that kind of stuff. I want to include the latest tools, latest news, latest prompts. I want the latest videos and explore more AI, and I gave it a list of all this stuff, and I said what I want in the footer, just basically kind of copy this all over. We are going to put the prompt into here, and we're going to hit send. I'm going to put the same exact prompt into the other platforms as well. So this is Bolt. We're going to put the prompt into Bolt, so we're putting it into Lovable as well, and they are all kind of work at this project, and we're going to see what the outcome is. So we can come here and you can see the code that is generating. This is what it looks like. You can actually see all the code. It's pretty standard. You can see everything. If you want to download the code in one single zip file, you have to have a pro account and you have to upgrade your plan. They also have the ability to publish a site, which we will test. They have your app so you can kind of see everything, and we can click this arrow and we can continue seeing all the different vibe coding. It's very similar. Bolt, code, very similar. You can see it all. We can click preview. You can see what it's doing. It's creating files right now. This one's creating files, and we will come to Lovable. Lovable is spinning up our preview. And while we're waiting for all three to generate, I want to remind you to subscribe. I cover AI on a daily basis, so you don't want to miss out with the latest and greatest AI that is happening. We have Lovable here, which said it's going to make a beautiful AI news and tool website with all the sections I requested. And it's thinking more. It's creating the header component. We have Bolt that is already starting to create all the different things. It talked about design elements and responsiveness, core features. It's just working away. And we have Orchids here, which is still editing and creating files. So we're just kind of going back and forth, waiting along. So Orchids has a runtime error, and it actually says it's fixing the problem, and there is no credits consumed on your end. So if it codes an error, it will not actually charge you any credits. It wants to fix the error because it made the error. It's not your fault, so you're not getting charged. So I think that's actually pretty cool. There's been a lot of AI tools that I've used where it will literally code an error and then you have to prompt it to fix it, and you're using more credits to do that. At the beginning of this video, I said that Bolt and Lovable will code very similar designed things, and they really like this blue to purple. You're going to see this on a lot of vibe coded websites or vibe coded apps. It's just what it likes to do. So you can actually see here your AI universe. We can browse resources and explore tools. It has the latest news. I don't know how I feel about this. I gave it the exact same prompt with the other two. We'll see what that comes up with, but we can see like the latest tools, how they look, and everything else. The footer looks very similar to my current footer. We can actually see my footer here. It's close. It's not perfect. It's close. What are your thoughts on this one? This is Bolt. They even have a dark mode, and again, it's the same like color scheme that it's going to use over and over again. So if you ask Bolt to make another landing page for you, chances are you're going to get this exact same color scheme. And speaking of that color scheme, let's check out Lovable, which is probably the same. Yes, it is. You can see it is the same style. It's the same aesthetic. It loves this like bluish purple. It's very similar. You can see the two. Look at this. And I know there's only so much you can do, but I think the colors, it's just fascinating that it likes that color. I like how this one used, like Bolt used preset images, where Lovable's like, yeah, no, we're not going to bother, just you have to put them in yourself. So we can see what this looks like. Here's our latest news, and then we keep scrolling down, latest tools, our prompt library, and then recent videos. You notice the trend here, explore more AI. It's very, very similar. Both of the results are very similar, just the color scheme that they picked. And I want you to keep in mind, I did not give it a color scheme. This is just what it decided to make. So the bluish purple is gone, and you can see the top bar has these greens in it. And I like this little green effect that they have in the back. The search does not work, so it's going to be give it a knock there, and there is no dark or light mode. We can scroll down and we can see like the latest tools, news, but it's all on the greens now. They have the little cards and they have a little hover effect on the cards. I don't know if the other two had that. Let me check. So they did. Their hover effect was a little different. You can kind of see it like bounce a little bit and the text moves. And let's try Lovable. Lovable just is the text. I think Lovable looks the worst. I like this one just because like the card feels alive. You can see the shadow come underneath, where this one kind of expands outwards. It's more like in your face, but it's the little things that really make the difference. Let's keep scrolling down. I love the little animation. You saw it pop up on the screen. I'd have to like refresh. Let's do that. Let's see the effect once again. Oh, I went too far down. All right, let's do it one more time. We can do this. So as we scroll down, you can see it like fade upwards, where I don't know, I just don't remember there being effects like that on this page here. So maybe I'm wrong. No, it's just all there. So same prompt, it added these little effects, these little fine tunes. We can see popular AI tools. So this one has the same thing, but it added this little sorting option. Again, it's not like a huge deal because I would want to connect it with my own database, but the fact that, you know, this is what it gave me here, like here's your top tools and you can explore more, or here are your popular tools and you can browse all. This does look a little bit nicer, especially with the fact that you can like pre-sort them. Obviously I can go back and prompt it in here, but I do like this. I like that it's different. It's not like the same cookie cutter vibe coded thing. We have the same thing for prompts. And truthfully, I've just kind of like zoomed in just so you guys can see it a little bit better. So let me go back to 100% so you can kind of see what it wanted it to look like at 100%. So I can like scroll down, you can see the padding. It still has the Explorer, but like each section feels a little bit more alive. The recent videos and that how they work, how they look, and empower your journey, more AI tools. So again, it kind of has the same overall layout and look, but it's still different. Like just look at the footer, okay? The footer on this tool here, which this one's Bolt. Bolt looks like this. So we have the prompt, we have the footer that looks like this. We have Lovable, and again, the Lovable footer looks exactly like this, which, hey, don't judge me, my footer looks like Lovable and Bolt. But if we go back, and Orchids has something that looks more interesting. It's not your cookie cutter vibe coding templates as I mentioned. So we can see like discover, learn, community, and company. It breaks it all up into like a new interesting way. We have the list of little social media icons here. So it's kind of cool. So you can still go back and forth and continue talking to this tool and get it to code exactly what you want and the way you want it. But I think off like a one shot really shows how different it is. And if you've been vibe coding with Lovable or Bolt, you'll know the aesthetic choices that it makes. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about, how every app kind of feels the same. We also have the ability to publish a website, so we can actually just hit publish and it's going to deploy so the world can see our project. Because, you know, everyone in the world wants to see how beautiful our bare bone basic website is with no data or information. But we can actually, all jokes aside, you can see it here. It's going to be on this link here, and you can actually see it is building. So we can actually click, we can see the logs. It is going to build and be accessible on the web. Our website is now live, so you can actually go to this URL and you can see discover the future of AI, and it's a whole hub. You can see everything we just created and you can kind of see it all, and it works. Just one click, we now have a website published that looks good and different than your standard AI vibe coding tools. The other feature I want to talk about is cloning. So we can actually clone a website. So we're going to attempt to clone Cursor. So let's just go look at cursor.com. You can see what it looks like. Here is cursor.com. We have like a bar at the top, has like a download button in the top right. The bar is floating, it's black, and then as you scroll, it goes over top their like colorful background. They have a nice banner, and we can see like the tabs, the videos, everything. This is what the Cursor page looks like. So we can come back here, and this is kind of cool too, their testimony and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of fun. We can go back and we can see what the clone will look like. So we can actually hit this here and you can actually see what it's going to do. So it's going to visit cursor.com and you're actually going to see it pop up with like a little preview window of what it grabbed in just a moment. Then it's going to try to take all the assets that it needs, and it found 52 assets. So there's the little pop-up preview window that I was talking about, and it is able to like scroll down and look through. It is finding the assets that it needs, and then it's going to read the content, and eventually it is going to come back with all the code and a preview of our cursor.com, and we can just keep vibe coding and enhancing this project. If we want to take the template of Cursor and make it our own, we can do that. Eventually going to get a screen that looks like this. You can see it's designing our website still, but you can actually click code and you can go through all the different code files. There's also this like download code as a zip file. You need a pro membership to do that, but I mean, you still have access to all the code yourself, where you can just manually copy and paste it over if you really wanted to pull it out from here. As you can see, it is building the style sheet. It's building all the components. So we have the Cursor replication done. So we can see what it looks like. We have our top bar. We have a download button. As we scroll, the top bar stays there. Everything behind it goes a little blurry, which looks nice. Is it a perfect one-to-one clone? No, but it looks pretty good besides this mumbo jumbo text here. We have tab, tab, tab. We have our image here. It says it knows your code base. We can keep going, edit in natural language, build software faster. We have the little animation effects as we hover over these little squares. And it says loved by world-class devs. So the boxes are here. It has all of them, but it doesn't have the little effect of them like moving up and down. So it's close, but it's not perfect. But I mean, not bad for a one-shot prompt that it's surfing a web and grabbing that data. If you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to, what are your thoughts on this tool? I think it's a really interesting alternative to the ones that are really popular, purely because of, I think that Orchid is a really cool app, because I think Orchid is a really good, viable vibe coding app because it provides a different aesthetic design than your standard vibe coding tools. So even if you just use it to start your overall template, just so, hey, it's different enough, and then you iterate it on top of that with something else, I just think it's a great starting point. Or maybe you want to use it to say, hey, I have a website, clone it, and then make it different. You can do that as well. But I think it's like a good, useful tool just because it's bringing a whole new design, a whole new design language to vibe coding that seems to be stuck with the same aesthetics. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. How do you feel about this one? If you guys enjoy AI content, don't forget to subscribe. I make videos every day, and leave a like on the video. It tells the algorithm you enjoy this type of content and you want to see more of it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with another video.